In today's lesson, we're going to talk about when do you finally stop asking for referrals so that you don't bother people. Is there a point where you keep messaging, you stop asking them because people get annoyed at you? When do you stop? Is it like 5 times, 10 times? So before I answer that question, number one is, if you're building online, it's very different from meeting face-to-face, right? If I'm meeting face-to-face a person in a coffee shop and they're not interested, I could ask for a referral right then. But if you're messaging people, the messaging, think of it as like a distraction. Whether you're doing text messaging, Facebook messaging, Instagram, is a distraction. If they say no to you, immediately going asking for a referral is not the best time. And most often, they're going to say no anyway, right? They're just going to ignore that because they took the time to watch your presentation, tell you no, and reply back to your message. And so just leave them alone, thank them. But you can always check back with them later on. And one of the scripts you can use is I know you weren't interested in the business, but just wondering if you know anyone that'll be interested in earning extra $200 to $500 a month. Right? Simple script like that. You can ask it 3 to 6 months out. Hey, I know you weren't interested before, but would you know anyone? That business has been awesome, by the way. But would you know anyone that would be interested to earn extra $200 to $500 a month? So you can ask your referral that way. Okay. So, but the question is, when do you actually stop following up? And the question is, stop asking for referrals online. And the follow-ups, never. The answer is never, 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 never. You always keep following up. You know, people. I used to have a nickname, follow-up fiend. Like, I'm always following up, right? So number one is stop worrying about what others think. If you're worried about, oh, I want to bother them. If you're worrying, if you're buying their opinions, you're buying their lifestyle. Okay, why are you worried, attached to what people think about you? If you're going to be like that, you're never, never going to be successful. Because no matter what you do, there's always going to be one or a handful of people or a lot of people that don't like what you do, don't agree with what you do, don't support you, and you're going to be worried about what people think. You're never going to be successful. Okay, and by the way, people are not there. Think about this. People are not there sleeping at night and thinking about, oh, I can't believe the person followed up with me for the 4th time. I can't believe, how dare her? How dare him? They're not thinking about you when they're going to sleep. They're so worried. People are so worried about what others are thinking about them. They have no time to think about you. That was a big aha moment I learned. Right? There's also saying that when you're 20, you're worried about what people think about you. When you're 40 years old, you don't care what people think about you. And when you're 80, you realize no one's been thinking about you all this time. So, something to think about. Okay, so stop worrying about what other people think. By the way, so I would follow up, and here's another reason why. Successful people are impressed with persistence. Successful people are impressed with people that follow up. Because most people don't do that. So if you follow up, you will be successful. Right? They think that you'll be successful. Most people, they just check them 1 or 2 times and they stop. And by the way, 80% of sales are done after the 5th follow-up. Right? That number is at least 80%. Probably even more than 5 follow-ups. So you got to keep going. And, you know, I remember when I first started ML Nation, share a story with you. There was a leader I reached out, right? Reached out to them all the time, follow up. The person said, yes, I'm going to be on the show. And after like 8 months later, he finally said yes. And the first word to me when we got on before we recorded the podcast was, hey, you know, and this is the first year of the podcast. Now, you know, it's very easy for us to get everyone wants to be on there. We've had like 7-8 million downloads. Everyone wants to be on the show. We have over 600 episodes. But when we first started out, not many people knew who I was, what I did. So his first words to me was, Simon, I don't even know who you are, but you must be successful because you follow up like crazy. Okay? Successful, and this is from a top leader who's made over millions of dollars. People who are successful impress people who are persistent. People don't respect people who worry about what other people think. Right? So, never stop following up. Now, if the person says, don't message me again about the business, don't ask me again, then of course you're going to respect them, right? If they tell you to stop, you stop. But if they don't tell you, don't assume they're not interested. Don't assume you're annoying them. Always ask for referrals every 3-6 months. Always follow up until they tell you to stop, or until, I don't want to say until you die, but yeah, until you die. Keep always follow up. Because successful people respect people that follow up.